There are places on this earth that hold their secrets close. They carry whispers on the wind, stories passed down through generations. Vietnam is one such place. For centuries, it has been known to the outside world as a land of conflict, a place of shadow and intrigue. Some have called it sinful, a name born from misunderstanding, a label that hides a deeper truth. But if one listens carefully, past the noise of history, another story emerges. It is a story not of sin, but of spirit. A tale of resilience, written not in books, but across the landscape itself. The air here is thick with unspoken history. You can feel it in the humidity that clings to your skin, and you can see it in the ancient trees, their roots gripping the soil like old hands. To truly understand this land, one must forget what they have been told. One must become a silent observer. The journey begins not with a map, but with an open mind. It requires a willingness to get lost, to wander down paths that lead to unexpected beauty. Here, every stone and every river has a story to tell. We must only learn how to listen. We stand at the edge of a world painted in green and gold. The sun is a pale disk behind a veil of morning mist. The silence is profound, broken only by the soft rustle of wind through bamboo groves. This is not a land of chaos. It is a land of quiet contemplation. The reputation it carries is a heavy cloak, but beneath it, a vibrant living world breathes, a world of staggering beauty and immense age. This is the Vietnam that few have seen, the one that reveals itself slowly, layer by layer. Our journey is a pilgrimage into its hidden heart. We will follow the winding rivers, climb the mist-shrouded mountains, and walk through forests that have stood for millennia. Along the way, we will uncover the secrets of this place. Not the secrets of war or politics, but the secrets of nature, the secrets of survival, the secrets of a culture deeply intertwined with the earth. We are here to witness the soul of Vietnam, a soul that has endured, unspoiled and untamed, waiting to be discovered. If you're enjoying this journey and want to uncover more hidden wonders with us, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring you even more incredible stories from around the world. Join us as we continue to explore the heart of Vietnam and beyond. The land unfolds before us like a great green tapestry. We drift down a river, the color of liquid jade, as it carves a silent path through colossal limestone casts. These giants of stone rise vertically from the water, their faces streaked with black and gray, softened by a cloak of dense jungle. They have stood watch over this waterway for millions of years. Each one is a fortress of nature, a sanctuary for life. The air is cool and still. The only sound is the gentle dip of our paddle in the water, a quiet rhythm against the immense silence. As we journey deeper, the mountains begin to crowd the sky. They are wrapped in a perpetual blanket of mist that clings to their peaks and spills down their slopes like a slow-moving waterfall. This is a landscape that defies scale. It makes one feel small, a temporary visitor in a timeless realm. The sun struggles to pierce the thick canopy, casting dramatic shafts of light that illuminate patches of the forest floor. The world becomes a high-contrast play of shadow and light. Every leaf, every vine is etched with startling clarity. It is a place both beautiful and intimidating. These mountains hold ancient secrets. Within their limestone hearts lie vast networks of caves. Some are so large they contain their own forests and rivers. They are subterranean worlds hidden from the sun. For centuries, they provided shelter, not just for animals, but for people. During times of turmoil, entire communities would retreat into the earth's embrace. These caves were not just refuges, they were homes, hospitals, and command centers. They are a testament to the remarkable adaptability of life in this often unforgiving landscape. The rivers and mountains are the lifeblood of Vietnam. They are not just geographical features, they are characters in a national story. They shape the climate, the culture, and the spirit of the people. The river provides sustenance, the mountain provides sanctuary. Together, they create a harmony of existence, a delicate balance between exposure and protection. To travel through this landscape is to read a living history book. Its pages are the strata of rock, its words the flow of water, its illustrations the ever-present green of the jungle. Life here moves at a different pace. It is governed not by the clock, but by the sun and the seasons. Observe the water buffalo, a magnificent, powerful creature. It moves through the flooded rice paddies with a slow, deliberate grace. Each step is measured, unhurried. Its broad horns curve like a crescent moon, and its dark eyes seem to hold a deep, ancient wisdom. The buffalo is more than just a beast of burden. It is a partner, a symbol of prosperity and strength. Its presence is a calming constant in a world of change. Look closer. The seemingly still surface of the water is alive with activity. A dragonfly, its wings a blur of iridescent color, hovers for a moment before darting away. Its body is a jewel of metallic blue and green, a tiny, perfect predator, patrolling its watery territory. Nearby, a pond skater glides effortlessly across the water's surface tension, its legs creating tiny dimples in the liquid mirror. These small lives, often overlooked, are the intricate threads in the rich fabric of this ecosystem. Each plays a vital role in the grand, slow ballet of nature. In the canopy above, a different drama unfolds. A kingfisher, a flash of brilliant turquoise and orange, sits motionless on a branch overhanging the river. Its focus is absolute. It watches the water below with an intensity that is almost tangible. Suddenly, it dives, a streak of color plunging into the green depths. It emerges a moment later, a small, silvery fish held firmly in its beak. It returns to its perch to enjoy its prize. This is the pulse of life here, moments of stillness punctuated by sudden, decisive action. This slow rhythm of life fosters a unique connection between the people and their environment. There is an understanding that everything is connected: the rain that fills the paddies, the buffalo that plows the fields, the fish that swim in the rivers. It is a relationship built on respect and necessity. The farmers know the moods of the weather. They understand the cycles of growth and harvest. Their survival depends on this intimate knowledge. It is a wisdom passed down not in classrooms, but in the fields, under the vast, watchful sky. Close your eyes and listen. The air itself seems to sing. It is a complex symphony of natural sounds, layered and rich. The dominant sound is the wind. It whispers through the tall stalks of bamboo, creating a soft, percussive rustle. It sighs through the dense leaves of the jungle canopy, a low, continuous hum. Then there are the calls of the wild. The melodic, echoing song of a distant gibbon greets the dawn. It is a sound that speaks of wildness, of vast, untouched spaces. A hauntingly beautiful call that defines the very essence of the forest. The sound of water is everywhere. It is the life-giving percussion of this land. You can hear the gentle lapping of the river against the shore and the steady trickle of a small stream finding its way over moss-covered stones. After a rain, the soundscape changes. It becomes a chorus of drips from a million leaves, each one a tiny note in a grand composition. In the mountains, you can hear the powerful roar of a hidden waterfall, its voice a constant reminder of the raw power of nature. These sounds are not just background noise, they are the voice of the landscape itself. As dusk descends, a new orchestra begins to tune up. The relentless, high-pitched chirping of cicadas fills the warm evening air. It is an overwhelming, immersive sound that seems to vibrate in your very bones. It is the sound of heat, of life at its most fervent. Beneath this wall of sound, you can discern the deeper croaks of frogs from the rice paddies. They call to one another in a rhythmic guttural chorus. These are the sounds of the night, a world that awakens as the sun sleeps, a world that feels both ancient and intensely alive. To be immersed in this symphony is to feel a part of something larger than oneself. It is a sensory experience that connects you directly to the environment. It bypasses the rational mind and speaks to something more primal. The sounds of the Vietnamese wilderness are a form of communication. They tell you about the weather, the time of day, the health of the forest. They are a constant, living broadcast from the natural world. In this land, silence is never empty. It is simply the space between the notes. This land is not just wild, it is old. It is steeped in a history that stretches back thousands of years. Long before the conflicts that defined it for the modern world, great kingdoms rose and fell here. One of the most remarkable is the Champa kingdom. For over a millennium, they ruled the central and southern coasts. They were master mariners and traders, but their most enduring legacy is carved in stone. Hidden deep within the jungle, you can find the ruins of their temples. Brick towers reaching for the sky, adorned with intricate sandstone carvings of gods and dancers. These ruins, like those at my son, are slowly being reclaimed by nature. Giant tree roots wrap around the ancient walls, as if the jungle itself is trying to pull them back into the earth. To walk among these crumbling temples is a humbling experience. You are standing in the footprint of a lost civilization. You can almost hear the echoes of chanting, the smell of incense on the air. These were not just places of worship. They were centers of science and astronomy. The Cham people charted the stars and created sophisticated calendars, a fact often forgotten in the shadow of their powerful neighbors. The history of Vietnam is also written in its traditions. Consider the art of water puppetry. It is a unique form of theater that originated in the flooded rice paddies of the Red River Delta over 1,000 years ago. Puppeteers stand waist-deep in water, hidden behind a screen. They manipulate wooden puppets that appear to dance and glide across the water's surface. The stories they tell are of village life, of myths and legends, of heroic deeds. It is a magical, almost surreal art form, a living link to the rural soul of the nation. These cultural treasures are as much a part of the landscape as the mountains and rivers. They speak of a people with a deep artistic and spiritual heritage. They reveal a history far more complex and rich than the common narrative allows. From the sophisticated metallurgy of the Dong Son culture, who created magnificent bronze drums 2,000 years ago, to the poetic genius of figures like Nguyen Du, Vietnam's history is a tapestry of innovation, art, and resilience. To ignore this is to see only a fraction of the country's true identity. As our journey comes to a close, the land leaves a permanent mark on the soul. The label of a sinful country feels like a distant, hollow echo, a profound misunderstanding. What we have found is not a place of darkness, but a place of incredible light and life. A land where the spirit of nature is overwhelmingly present in every gust of wind and every drop of rain. It is a spirit of endurance. The bamboo that bends in the storm but does not break. The river that carves its way through the hardest stone. This is the true nature of Vietnam. The mystery of this place does not lie in its past conflicts, but in its ability to heal. The landscape has absorbed the scars of history. The jungle grows over fallen empires and forgotten battlefields with a quiet, relentless persistence. Life continues. The birds still sing at dawn. The water buffalo still walks its patient path. The people, with a quiet dignity and an unbreakable will, continue to cultivate their fields and honor their ancestors. This is not a land defined by its wounds, but by its capacity for renewal. To see Vietnam is to see the world with new eyes. It is to understand that beauty can be found in imperfection, in the crumbling temple wall, in the mist that obscures the view. It challenges our desire for clear, simple answers. It asks us to embrace complexity, to find peace in the unknown. The country's true secret is not a hidden fact or a lost treasure. It is a feeling, a sense of connection to something ancient, powerful, and profoundly alive. It is a spirit that gets under your skin and stays with you long after you have left. The world may continue to see Vietnam through a narrow lens, but for those who have walked its paths and listened to its silence, the truth is undeniable. This is a sacred land, a land of breathtaking beauty and unshakable spirit. It does not need our judgment, only our reverence. It does not need to be explained, only to be experienced. The whispers on the wind will continue, telling a story not of sin, but of a timeless, enduring soul that will forever remain, in some essential way, unveiled.